Hi, it's Piper with Simply Piper Salon. Today we're going to talk about the seriousness of protecting your skin against sun damage. So, what causes sun damage? Well, there's many things. First of all, let's understand a little bit more about UVA rays, UVB, and SPF, and how to choose the best SPF for your skin. So UVA rays, most of us are exposed to a large amount of UVA throughout our lifetime. UVA rays account for up to 95% of the UV radiation reaching the Earth's surface from the sun. Although they are less intense than UVB rays, UVA rays are 30 to 50% more prevalent. They are present with relatively equal intensity during all daylight hours throughout the entire year. They can even penetrate glass and clouds. UVA can penetrate the skin more deeply than UVB. UVA is a dominant tanning ray, and as we know, whether you're tanning in a salon or outdoors, it can cause cumulative damage over time. UVB. The chief cause of skin reddening and sunburn tends to damage the skin is in the UVB ray, and that happens in the epidermal layer of the skin. The key role in the development of skin cancer and contributing role in tanning and premature aging is UVB rays. The intensity varies in UVB rays by season, location on the planet, and time of day. The most significant amount of UVB rays hit the U.S. between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. from April to October. However, the UVB rays can burn and damage your skin year-round, especially at high altitudes or off reflective surfaces such as snow, ice, and water, because they cause the rays to bounce back up to 80%. And so it hits your skin twice. UVB rays do not significantly penetrate glass. So what's SPF? Since the advent of modern sunscreen, the SPF efficiency has been measured by what's called the Sun Protection Factor, SPF. SPF is not an amount of protection per se. Rather, it indicates how long it will take for the UVB rays to redden your skin using sunscreen, compared to how long the skin will take to redden without sunscreen. We use sunscreen to block ultraviolet light from damaging the skin. There are two categories of UV light, UVA and UVB, that we consider in terms of SPF. Now, you want to make sure that the product that you're getting has an SPF that is for UVA and UVB. Fortunately, the law has made it that all sunscreens have to have both, because as you now know, both are just as damaging. So how do you figure out the sunscreen for your skin, right? Because my skin burns in less than 10 minutes, where my husband's skin takes up to a half an hour or longer. So what's the best way to do that? So here's a simple formula. Take the minutes it takes your skin to burn without sunscreen, so for my sake, 10 minutes. Multiply that by the SPF on the bottle, and that equals the maximum sun exposure for that application. Okay, so if I put on a sunscreen of SPF 15, I can stay in the sun for up to 150 minutes without burning. So that's 10 times 15 equals 150. Now, an SPF sunscreen protects the skin against 93% of the sun's UVB rays. SPF 30 protects against 97% of the UVB rays. and SPF 50, only 97%. So the Skin Cancer Foundation maintains that SPF 15 or higher are necessary for adequate everyday protection. For most extended or intense sun exposure, the foundation recommends an SPF of 30 or higher. I recommend that no matter where you're going, that you have at least a 30 in your moisturizer, your foundation. It's very important, especially because, as you saw in one of my earlier segments, the skin on your face is more vulnerable than anything else because it is never covered. It is always exposed to the environment, so you need to protect it. And having an SPF in your foundation and your moisturizer is extremely important because you don't put foundation down your neck, right? So I made sure to put my moisturizer on down my into my décolletage area to make sure that it is protected, even though in Washington on a rainy day I'm not going to get a lot of exposure, but I am going to get some. So I want to protect myself from premature aging. The other thing I want to cover is the importance of understanding SPF. Is it's not waterproof and it's not sweat proof. It doesn't matter what the bottle says. If you go into the water and, like I told you a few minutes ago, any reflective surface is going to bounce back 80%. So it's hitting your skin twice. So if you're going to play in the water, you need to reapply every hour, no questions asked. Dry off completely and then reapply your sunscreen. If you're out jogging and sweating and you're going to be out and playing, but you're not going to be in the water, right? You're still sweating a lot. You need to reapply as well. It's very important. I cannot stress that enough to protect yourself from premature aging and getting skin cancer. Melanomas can sneak up on you at a very young age because when we're younger, we don't know these important information, and so we stay out in the sun without protection for hours and hours. So just make sure that you share this information with as many people as you can. It's so important. That's why I'm sharing this information with you.